All right, let's dive right into an anatomy spotlight. Today, we're looking at a part of our digestive system that's absolutely essential, but it doesn't always get the attention it deserves. We're talking about the biliary and pancreatic duct system. So think about it. You've just had a great meal, but what happens next? I mean, really, what's going on deep inside your body to turn that food into fuel? Well, it's this incredibly complex and honestly elegant dance between organs and a whole network of tiny tubes all working together perfectly. Okay, let's take a look. Here are our main players. You can see the gallbladder, that little green organ, and then there's the pancreas, which is that kind of feathery looking gland tucked right behind it. But the real star of our show today is that intricate network of ducts. You can think of it as the plumbing that connects them. This is the system that delivers all the important stuff for digestion. Now, this whole process is really a story of two different journeys that eventually come together. So for part one, let's follow the journey of this really powerful substance called bile. We're going to trace its path from the very beginning. Our story kicks off right here, in the gallbladder. Now, fun fact, the liver is what actually makes the bile. But the gallbladder's job, it's basically a storage tank. It holds onto that bile, concentrates it, and waits for the perfect moment to release it, which is right after you've eaten a meal that has some fat in it. So what even is bile? The easiest way to think about it is like dish soap for your food. Seriously, it takes big globs of fat and breaks them down into tiny, tiny little droplets. This makes it way easier for other enzymes to get in there and do their job. Without bile, trying to digest something like a burger and fries would be, well, a huge problem. Okay, so your body senses that some fats have entered your intestine. That's the signal. The gallbladder gives a little squeeze and it pushes that stored bile out into this first little channel you see here, the cystic duct. Think of it as the exit ramp from the gallbladder. But the cystic duct doesn't go all the way. It quickly merges with another duct that comes down from the liver. When they join up, they form the common bile duct. This is the main highway carrying that bile down toward its final destination. But hold on, bile isn't making this trip all by itself. At the exact same time, something else really important is happening nearby. And that brings us to our second key player, the pancreas, which is an absolute digestive powerhouse. Yeah, the pancreas is a superstar here. While the bile is on its way, the pancreas is busy whipping up its own special cocktail of super potent digestive enzymes. And these are designed to break down everything, not just fats, but the proteins and carbs in your meal too. And these enzymes, they're just incredible little biological machines. They're proteins that act like catalysts, which means they massively speed up the chemical reactions needed to just dismantle all those complex foods into simple little molecules that your body can actually absorb and use for energy. And right here, you can see their personal highway. All of those enzymes get collected from all over the pancreas and are funneled into this one central channel that runs right down the middle of it. That's the main pancreatic duct. So let's recap. We've got two things happening at once. We have bile flowing down its path, the common bile duct, and we have pancreatic enzymes flowing down their path, the main pancreatic duct. And believe it or not, they are both headed for the exact same meeting point. And here we are. This is the climax of the whole journey. The common bile duct and the main pancreatic duct finally meet and join together at this tiny but incredibly important little spot. It's the point where these two potent digestive juices finally mix. So right here, it all comes together. You've got the bile, which is our fat breakdown specialist, and it's mixing with that powerful enzyme cocktail from the pancreas that handles everything else. When they team up like this, you get the absolute perfect digestive solution, ready to take on your entire meal. From that meeting point, this combined super cocktail of bile and enzymes gets released right into the duodenum. You can see that C-shaped tube here. It's the very first section of the small intestine, and this is ground zero. This is where the real heavy lifting of digestion happens. So we've traced these two paths. We've seen where they meet, but let's zoom out for a second. Why is this specific, kind of complicated plumbing system so important? What's the big picture here? I mean, when you step back and look at it, what we've just walked through is a masterpiece of biological engineering. It's this complex, finely tuned machine. You've got perfect teamwork between the organs, this incredibly efficient system for breaking down everything you eat, and a delivery system that gets the right fluids to the right place at the exact right time. It's all just fundamental for getting energy from our food. It really is an elegant and surprisingly tough system, but it's also a pretty delicate one. And it makes you think, doesn't it? With this whole amazing process relying on this network of tiny, free-flowing tubes,
what happens when just one of them gets blocked? It's a sobering thought, and it really shows you just how critical this hidden plumbing truly is.